Good morning this Wednesday, the 12th of July. I'm Grady Wolf, market analyst with Bell Direct. Wall Street rallied on Tuesday as all eyes focus on the release of US inflation data out at 10:30 p.m. tonight, Australian Eastern Standard Time. While investors also welcome comments from Federal Reserve officials earlier today suggesting US interest rates may be nearing their peak. The comments made by officials also weighed in that new inflation data out tonight will heavily influence the central bank's next policy move. The Dow Jones rose 0.93% on Tuesday, the S&P 500 added 0.67%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq lifted 0.55%. Salesforce shares rose 0.6% on Tuesday after the company said it would increase prices across the board in August, while American video game company Activision Blizzard jumped over 10% on Tuesday after a federal judge denied the Federal Trade Commission's request for a preliminary injunction to stop Microsoft acquiring the video game maker, meaning the companies are closer to completing their acquisition deal. In Europe, markets closed higher in the region on Tuesday, led by a boost for mining and construction stocks. The Stoxx 600 finished Tuesday's session up 0.7%. Germany's DAX rose 0.75%. The French CAC added 1.07%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 rose 0.12%. In the UK, wages, excluding bonuses, grew at their joint fastest rate on record in the quarter ending May, rising by 7.3% from the prior corresponding period. The country's tight labour market showed signs of easing as unemployment rose unexpectedly to 4% from 3.8% in the 3 months to April, while job vacancies continue to fall. The high wage growth, though, remains a significant concern for the Bank of England in its efforts to bring down inflation in the region. On the back of weak inflation data being released earlier this week, China signalled more economic support measures are coming through the adoption of more property-supportive policies, in addition to measures aimed at boosting business confidence, as per reports out of Bloomberg. Locally, gold and lithium miners advanced yesterday, with lithium miners boosted by Patriot battery metals soaring over 7% on speculation that the company is a takeover target, while gold rallied on the strength in the price of the precious commodity. The ASX rose 1.5% yesterday, with every sector on the ASX closing in positive territory, led by the 2023 favourite sector, information technology, surging 2.41%. The local rally yesterday was spurred on by strength in the US on Monday, in addition to the release of positive economic data which boosted investor sentiment. Westpac consumer confidence data and NAB business confidence data were both released yesterday, with both coming in on the upside. Westpac consumer confidence data for July rose 2.7% from 0.2% in June, in a sign consumers are optimistic about the month ahead, possibly on the back of that rate pause out of the RBA earlier this month. While NAB business confidence data for June hit zero, up from -4 points in May, indicating business confidence is also rising following months of tougher business conditions. On the commodities front this morning, oil is trading 2.38% higher at $74.73 a barrel. Gold is up 0.33% at $1,931.34 an ounce, and iron ore is down 4% at $108 a tonne, in the wake of weak economic data out of China earlier this week. One Aussie dollar is buying 67 US cents, 93.73 Japanese yen, 52.02 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 8 cents. Ahead of the local trading session today, the SPI futures are anticipating the local index to open the midweek session 0.5% higher, following the strength in both European and US markets overnight. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration today. Bell Potter has increased the price target on Janus Henderson from $41.29 to $42.64, and maintain a hold rating on the global asset management company ahead of the release of the company's H1 results on August the 1st, with Bell Potter expecting to see an uptick in funds under management by around 2.8% to $319.4 billion and expect Janus Henderson to produce adjusted operating income of $118.9 million up from $105.6 million in Q1. These expected upticks are on the back of stronger US and European markets in Q2, while government bond returns were slightly negative. And Trading Central has identified a bullish signal on Ramelius Resources following the formation of a pattern over a period of 17 days, which is roughly the same amount of time the share price may rise from the close of $1.30 to the range of $1.51 to $1.57, according to standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all we have time for today. Have a wonderful Wednesday and happy investing.